My hair is all stiff with salt, and I have these goggle marks on my forehead. Unfortunately, my wife was and is still sick today. Normally she takes my son to swim class today, and I miss out, but I got to go since I was the person leading the whole, I guess, or at least helping him through swim class. So I was really fortunate to be able to do that. A little bummed I had to push my stream back, but hopefully you folks understand. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know me, I am Joshua, and this is what? This is Sunday, September 10th, thereabouts. And this is the Delver weekly dev stream. You can find it at delvergame.com behind my head here. There's a link to purchase it on Steam. We're in early access. We've been in early access for a while. That's why I started doing these streams over a year ago, to communicate to the community where we are in our current milestones, what we're working on. Kind of like giving you I guess a little bit of a pulse as to the project's status. Hey Victor, yeah. Bloop. Yeah, the things you do when being a dad. But yeah, no, so yeah, behind my head, delvergame.com, Steam link, early access, $7.99. Hopefully within the next month we release our final update, and we'll be bumping our price to $9.99. I think we might keep it. I think we'll do something like when we release, to bump it to $9.99, but discount it to $7.99 for a day or two for folks to not feel like they were cheated. But again, a $2 price difference really isn't a lot. But again, we want to try to be as clear and upfront about this as we can. I've been announcing it on dev streams for months now, but still, not everybody sees these. Oh, hey, Anton Kuden. Hey, Composter64. Hey, Cryo21. Victor, Felix, Louis Cal, Schwender. All you folks, thank you for popping in. Yeah. So yeah, let's kind of launch into things and just take a look and see what we've been up to, right? I'm just going to do a git log one line with some fancy printing, just so I can talk through our changes. Yep, git log one line. Since a week ago, the relative date is nice, and then some pretty formatting. Yeah, so this week I guess a little bit quieter. Try to think this week. What happened this week? Yeah, we were still the whole wildfire situation was going on, which kind of I don't know. I tried to lay low during that time. I'm trying to think what else happened this week. Was this the week of PAX, the week of post PAX? I can't remember. My brain is scrambled. Month. Yeah, PAX West was last week, so it's kind of threw us off a little bit. At least me, anyways. Yeah, but so it looks like Chad has been working on a post PAX, yeah. So Chad's been working on a tutorial level. I previewed that to a few folks at PAX. I think it's coming along nicely. Looks like Chad is tweaking editor performance for big levels, which is cool. There was a static mesh memory leak in the editor. That's nice. It's nice that we're shoring up the editor. It doesn't really get very much love. Typically, when you are making a game, you make the tools only good enough to serve your purposes, and you usually don't put a lot of effort beyond that in there. Hey, Dr. Kegel, thanks for popping in. Sorry it's so late where you folks are at. Yeah, getting a late start today. Tutorial level tweaks, ignoring entities and dragging tile selection in the area. That's nice. More edited selection fixtures. Ooh, cool. Yeah, Chad edited cattails. I'm really proud of Chad. His pixel art has come a long way since we started the project. So he added some cattails in the tutorial area, which is cool. More memory fix, more tutorial level tweaks. Stuck doors wiggle a bit. Oh yeah, so that's nice too. So when you try to open a stuck door, it will wiggle. I'd let you know that it did. It's like acknowledging your frob, and it wiggles. More level decorating. So I've been doing some work on the cave textures. So my current work is on launch charge effect. I'm doing a surprise system, which is a set of rewards and bad things that happen that can be set on a per theme basis. So I've added a new surprise monster, which is a little spider. I've added some new loot drops, which are rare gems, and I've mostly been adding bombs and other things to put throughout the levels. This is kind of spun out into me retheming the cave area to be more spidery. Hey, Javier. So I've been working on that, so I can preview that real quick. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Actually, I could run through the tutorial too and see what you folks think. I mean, since you're not playing, you have to kind of, yeah, I guess take that with a grain of salt. But how it works is, whenever you start a new save slot, you will run through the tutorial. So let me erase these. Play. Says let the tutorial be a surprise. Okay, I can do that. You can skip the tutorial anytime by dying. So yeah, when you die in the tutorial, we consider the one lesson we wanted to teach you has been taught, and then we move on to the main camp area. Oh, Felix is confirming I've showed it before, so yeah, no reason to tread old ground then. Yeah, so let me just jump down into actually another thing I kind of snuck in as a debug feature. For those of you making your own custom levels, I think like Bluestone was making a library level. So you can set a custom fog, which is really good if you want to do like atmospheric lighting. And I added some really rudimentary debug controls. Let me go down to the level, try to get a nice space where we can kind of see how this effect works. Because yeah, right now you basically, yeah, here this should be okay. So what it is you can hold down the R, and you can slide the mouse left and right to kind of manually adjust the fog color. Same for G and B, and also you can hold them in unison to do it all kind of at once. So you can kind of tweak the fog color on the fly. I need to figure out a better way to get this out to the mod maker, because right now I just take a peek into the actual call stack and see what things are looking like. Let's pull down the green. Also, you can use the F and V keys to change the distance at which the fog starts and the distance at which the fog ends, which is way nicer than just trying to ballpark it in text files over and over again. So yeah, this is the new look I created for this real quick. But yeah, right now there's no way to get that out to the person doing it. I need to figure out something. If you folks have a suggestion of how you'd like to get the data back, please let me know. Yeah, but it's been super useful for me tweaking just like the atmospheric lighting for different areas. Try to figure out what looks and feels nice. Yeah, so the caves are the ones I've changed the most. And let's see, yeah, so the caves have all the eggs and stuff. You can, so these are breakables, and breakables have a new flag now that if you can step on them, they'll break. The eggs, when they break, they will spawn a decal, and they will also spawn a status effect area. In this case, the status effect area applies slow whenever any actor is in it. But that can be generic, that can be used for any status effect, to be honest. And also tweak some of the cave wall textures so they're a little, I think maybe a little bit nicer, and then, you know, trying to tie in the crystals and the wall textures and stuff. Yeah, oops, oh. Oh crap. Yeah, let that explode. There we go. Oh, blow you up. Okay. Yeah, so again, trying to play with fog colors and light colors, textures on the walls. You know, so we have some crystals that kind of are the same color as this, even though this one's a little blown out from the lighting, so it's kind of hard to match it exactly. But I think it's close enough. Just adding a little bit of variety. Again, the caves didn't have a lot, so I tried to add a little bit while I was in here. I probably need to call this done and actually move on to the sewers and give their surprise system some love. Cool. But yeah, no, I need to figure out a good way to surface the fog color out to the person who is so like interested in it. Because for me right now, it's just a little hacky thing. I may remove it if it's not ultimately useful, but it might be useful for some folks. Crap. Okay, so yeah, let's... I want to say in here we have mostly bombs and fire bombs are the two bomb types. And then when we go to the sewers, I think we have... Oh, I died. Bombs and... I'm trying to think, what are in the sewers? The sewers fire bombs as well? They shouldn't be. Maybe I might still be low on my bomb types. Let me just take a peek. Yeah, the fog really isn't anything special. But it's just a nice way to get some atmospheric lighting. Let's look at entities. Entities.dat, and let's look at bomb. So I have a bomb, a fire bomb, an arrow bomb, and a force bomb. I don't know. I think the force bomb is kind of the weakest of all of them. If I remember, I think I created a bomb range level. Let's take a peek at that. Yeah, I can certainly output the JSON values to. I can either output it to the console or to a file. Either would be fine, I think. Oh, actually, it might. Actually, I think it might get serialized out in the save file. Is that right? Well, let me just take a peek at that. It might just be hackable already. Let's take a peek. So let's launch the desktop. Actually, let me launch it in debug mode just to make sure. Because this option is only exposed when you set the debug equals true flag. Yeah. So let's go ahead and play. And let's go down to the first level of the dungeon, and then let's turn the red all the way up, and the green all the way down, and the blue all the way up. So we get a nice magenta. And then let's pull in the near fog real close, and then push the out fog further out. Let me push the near fog out a little bit too. Okay, so now if I hit escape and quit, if I come back in, yeah, it is saved. So let's take a peek at my save stuff. My layout's gonna be a little bit differently because I'm running it from source. I think mine lives in Dungeoneer. Assets, save. I think this is it. Yeah, let's. Let's open that folder. And I think we serialize out the levels. So the 0 should be the campfire. This one should be the first one, but it's in a binary format, so I don't know if we can actually get the yeah, it might not be easy to pull the fog color out because it's going to be, yeah, what if we, can we do the old level editor hack? Can we say something like level edit run, and then file open, assets save 0, levels 1 load. Okay, so here's the first floor of the dungeon that we generated. Cool. And then if I go file save as and say maybe 1.dat save. And then if I go back to VS Code, there we go. So this serializes out into JSON. So if I look for fog color, yeah. So we can grab the fog color right here. It looks like. Or is that a? No. Those aren't it. Because it should be pure, like red 1, green 0, blue 1 is what it should be. Yeah, this might be it. This looks close to be the correct value. Yikes. If I select everything and look at Inidal, JSON to strict, paste. Will I break his JSON? I might break his stuff. There we go. Process. Yeah, I might be breaking this poor fellow's tool. This fog start and fog in 500 doesn't feel right. Copy. JSON formatter. OV. How many lines is it? Process. Yeah, no, this is, yeah, it's too big for the JSON pretty printers. Yeah, so there might, I don't think they're saved in player.dat. Yeah, so I was hoping there would be an easy way to extract the fog color out of this. I don't know if there actually is a good way to do that. But yeah, something I can think about. If you folks want it, I can think of a cleaner way to do it. Javier says, I saw a few streams back that there's support for animated weapons. I don't know if we have that yet or not. I know Chad was thinking about it. But yeah, Javier, as soon as we have that, I will definitely make an example and put it in the Delver community mods for folks to play around with. Cool. So let's take a look at, I think it should be levels, test, bomb range. And these should be the, yeah. So these are the 4 bombs I have in game. So this is just the old vanilla bomb. It shows up in all the levels, and this is the one you're most likely to find. I might need to tweak some of the, but it explodes and does, you know, what you expect. This one is the fire bomb. It's my favorite. If we can time it right. Oh no! Oh no! I did not time that right. I'm gonna try to throw it and make it shower, yeah, fire on that, which is pretty rad, and it burns away the breakables, which is nice. The arrow bomb in theory is cool, but because it shoots it shoots 8 arrows, it got me that time. But it rarely seems to hit stuff, unfortunately. I could double the arrows it shoots out and increase their chance to break. Again, something that needs to be tweaked with. And then again, this force bomb just pushes stuff around, and in this case, there's nothing. In that case, it was a dud. But let me go ahead and add some monsters in here. Entity basic spawners, monster spawner. I can just drag a bunch of these using Alt and Shift. Alt will duplicate them, and Shift will keep them on the XY plane. So I can do something like this, and I can drop this in there. Let me pick it up and try again. Which, like, in a big group is fun and all, but like it doesn't really, like, maybe like they're designed to be spawned in the undead area, so maybe bombs never work when you want them. But yeah, so it's intended to spawn in a lava area, so being pushed around would be bad and potentially useful, I guess, if you're trying to do some crowd control. Yikes. Yeah, I think I got a few of them. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to better make the force bomb like a little bit more interesting. I was wondering if it'd be interesting if it left some like rune on the ground for like a time that would allow you to bounce off of it. I'm not sure though. That might be too game breaky. I don't know. Because right now I think the one that has the most utility is the vanilla followed by the fire. And the other ones are just kind of nice, but they don't really do a lot. And this will just set everybody on fire and everybody will have a bad time. There we go. Yeah, you could pull all the enemies inwards as well. That might be. I mean, I can prototype that real quick. I don't know. I think this is a prefab. I just don't know like how much utility would be in that though, right? Look at force bomb. I should just be able to invert the impulse, and that should work, I think. So if it was -2, take a peek. Levels, test, bomb range, load. It's all good, Schwinder. Just actually I need to put those guys back in so we can see how it behaves with the monsters. Spawners, monster spawner. And then put some monsters to be our unfortunate test victim. And grab that there, and then if I throw it, yeah, it didn't really seem to do a lot. Yeah, that's weird. I could try making it really negative, like -8. You know, quadruple it, and let's see if I can't remember. The prefab should pick up the changes from the entities.dat. Yeah, yeah, that's all right, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that I might still need to tweak that a bit too. Ouch. You could pull an enemy into a trap or a lava pit. That's true. I could have a bomb spawn a trap. That might be an interesting thing to do. Like almost like a landmine, right? That could be useful. Yeah, and also let me take a look, because these are defined per theme, so they're defined in the section.dat of any given area. So if we look at the generator and we look at dungeon section.dat, there should be a, no, it's in the info.dat, excuse me. In the info.dat, there should be a surprises. And right now, you have a, maybe a 1 in 5 chance for a special bomb is too few. Maybe a 3 in 10 chance is okay. Yeah, no, the level up UI is still a work in progress. I still need to create unique art for each card, but yeah, the idea is to have just a card for each stat, and then when you hover over it, it gives a little bit of info about like what that stat does. That's part of what we're working on for the final release too, is demystifying that a little bit. So when you're playing Delver, you can go to your inventory. There's now a character sheet, and this will tell you what your stats do, all that good jazz. And then also, when you level up, you get 3 cards, and you get the text. I think it's either the same text or similar text. For those of you who are translators, I will be putting out the new text strings before we release, so you folks can be ahead of that. Yeah, well, hopefully this also makes it way more obvious that we want you to pick one. A lot of times when we hit the old level up screen, people would get confused. So hopefully this, like when you hover, it moves up. Hopefully that lets people know that we want you to click on one of these. So yeah, speed, whatever. Let me think. Bombs, bombs, bombs. Yeah, so there's a 3 and 7 chance, or a 3 and 10 chance now of um, arrow bombs. And then if you look at the cave, I'll up the chance there for a firebomb. Okay. And then I think sewer info. So the sewer has fire bombs, which is fine. It's pretty easy to put them. Composer forces. Maybe the card should read +1 instead of stat up. That might not be a bad thing to do. Something like play level up. Yeah, that would be easy, easy enough. I think these are just localized in the string table. They better be, Chad. If you didn't put them in the local text, I'll get. We'll have words. So defense up. Defense up. Defense. We'll level up over. Okay, so there's a level up overlay in the strings.dat. Okay, so let's look for level up overlay. Level up. Choose your fate. Attack, speed, health, magic, agility. Is he doing some string concatenations here that you probably ought not to be doing? Let's take a look. So defense. Up. Yup. Yep. We got to translate this as well. Yep. So let me add this to there. Yeah, we might as well just expose the whole thing, right? Because we already have this stuff here. I think we don't even need to do this concatenation here. I think we can just do this, and then we can let the translator do something like maybe here, say attack +1, speed +1. It's always going to be a +1. I mean, I could also add a format string in here as well. There are a number of ways to solve this loc stuff. Let's take a peek at this and see how it looks. Debug. Play. Okay. Level up. Yeah. Yeah, by getting rid of the formatting and just having it just be a vanilla string here, you can have it say whatever. But I mean, why do we need the format string? Because this is just the text that's shown at the top of a card, right? I don't understand why you're making the case for it. Could you please enlighten me? The space seems awfully big. It's weird. Again, Dr. Kegler, Composter64. If either of you have can weigh in on this, please let me know. Otherwise, I don't think we need to. I think we can just leave it like this, which should be sufficient. You can certainly do that too, Shvender. I mean, that would be up to. That would just be up to the. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that that's not. So so generally with the format string, I use that specifically. Or I guess the most place, the place where that gets used the most is around the item descriptions, is because different languages do the adjectives in different orders, and that's where it makes the most sense. And I'm trying to understand where they're coming from on the this particular thing. Yeah, +1 agility, +1 attack, +1 speed. Yeah, that also looks fine too. No, it's always a +1. It's always a fixed increase to your stats. I mean, I could expose that, I suppose. Do we have that level up? Skin label style. I don't think we actually expose the. I think we always just increment it. Cool. Yeah, I think the +1 in front makes a little bit more sense. Let me just go ahead and commit this change. I think it's a good one. Let me just go ahead. Also here in the translation strings, let's make a note that these are shown at the top of the. So here and here and here and here, here. This is shown at the top of the level up card. Cool. Yeah, I think that's all right. Again, let me just test it real quick to make sure I haven't goofed anything. Okay, level up. Yeah, +1 attack, +1 speed. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more clear. Thank you, folks, for your help on that. I appreciate that. I think we've got to a better result. So what I want to commit are, I believe, just the strings.dat and the level up overlay. I think those are the two pieces I want. Let me do git add that and git add that. I think entities are just my fiddling around with bombs. And the cave and dungeon is just me fiddling around with other stuff there as well. I think, yeah, I rebalanced some of the bomb stuff there. Yeah, let me just commit this real quick. So git commit -m, and this is tweaking level up card wording. Git push. Cool. Oh man, am I dropping frames pretty bad? Looks like my stream quality is crapping out. Yeah, I just noticed out of the corner of my eye that OBS is showing red, so I'm not sure what's going on, folks. Yeah, my stream health is not looking great. I'm not sure what could be causing that. It's just me at home right now. I usually have a pretty solid connection. Yeah, I mean there are so many there are so many things in between me and you folks that yeah, anything can go wrong. Yeah, it looks like it's in bad shape. So Dr. Kegel says, if I want to add different increments or decrements later, then a format string might be useful, or numbers are in different order. Yeah, that's true. I don't think we're going to do different increments and decrements. I think right now our current state of Delver is like we're just trying to like get things done, and cut the things that we don't need to do. But yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. Like if it was going to be like a variable amount, then yeah, you definitely don't put that in a format string. Yeah, because basically whenever you're doing localization, whenever you see in the code you're doing like string plus string, that's typically a bad sign. So let me go back to here. Like if you see something like string my text is equal to, then you see we have this string manager object that allows us to grab things by keys. So here, for example, this overlays level up overlay magic. So what we do is in here, we'd say something like equals string manager.get, and then we paste that in there. And then what we do is we will go out, because when we launch Delver, we take all the mods and we combine them into the mod manager, and that's how we can decide what overrides what. So here, the string manager will look for any mods that expose this string, and it will use it. So in the case here, it will go find this key, and when it finds this key, it will pull out this this localized name, and that's what it shows inside of Delver. This is for serialization. Don't touch that, and this is just for the translator. I try to leave notes where appropriate. Yeah, so this is great, but when you start doing stuff like this plus bonus, right? That's when you get into trouble. And even if you did something like string manager.get bonus, you're still implying a certain ordering. Sometimes it's better to do something like in the case of the weapons, it gets back a string that looks like the blank has a blank, right? And what we do is we will drop in translated text here and here. So the cat has a hat, and then the translator can also translate this ordering as well. So that's why you have to be. That's just how that's just generally a good practice for loc stuff. Dr. Hegel says, off topic, why integer current value and not int? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about this here? You got me. Chad wrote this. It might, I don't know, it might be some of this level up stuff uses somebody's libgdx like GUI framework, and it might just expect that signature. Um, no, Shvender, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Um, so for example, if we're to look at the let's go to GitHub.com. If you look at the Delver community mods, we out here we have both the German, the English, the Spanish, and the French translations. And what it is, if you wanted the French ones, they actually replace all the strings for the game. So we can also look at. Let me back up and look at. Let's pull up the English strings as well. So ENUS data strings. So they look identical except for the fact that this one says, press a key to start, and this one has the French equivalent. The class and the comment is the same. Or you can change the comment if you want, but the game doesn't care about it. So what happens is when Delver loads up, it sees that the French language pack is in the mod directory, and it will use all those strings in preference of the English ones. Is how that works. Composer64 says, will the mod manager support total conversion like your overworld test or boarding party, especially support for different save folders? Yeah, I don't know. That would be a lovely thing to do. I know Chad wants to work on that. I'm not sure if that will make it for the final update or not. I haven't really spoke with him at depth on that. That may come later. I'm not sure. I can't really commit to it. I'd love to see stuff like that, but again, I don't know where that falls in our timeline. Cool. So let's look at. Oh yeah, I was tweaking the bomb drop rates. I think also too here I was trying to get around this. My drop tables look a little strange because for the surprises, it will pick one out of these to spawn. So if I just had one for bombs, one for monsters, and one for treasure, that would mean the treasure would have a 1 in 3 chance of spawning. But structuring it like this, it gives the treasure a 1 in 5 chance of spawning. And because these are duplicates, they effectively have like a 2 in 5 and a 2 in 5, and then etc. Thanks, Little Train. I appreciate you stopping by and dropping some meat in my channel. Yeah, so I am an affiliate. If you want to subscribe to me, that would be greatly appreciated. My subscribers really pump me up and keep me going. I consider it like a tip jar. So if you find what I do entertaining or useful, please consider subscribing. For this month, the month of September, Twitch they're running a promotional called September. You see what they did there? But if this is the first time you've subscribed to me, you can do so for half the cost, and I still get the same amount, which is cool. So if you've been waiting to pull the trigger on subscribing to me, now is the time. You should do it. I'm thinking maybe about putting this towards either new equipment or maybe going to some event. I don't know. I don't really make a lot off of it. Again, I just use it to gauge what people are interested in. I also do a weekday stream called Lunch Break Roguelike. And in that, people definitely get more benefity stuff. So it's a Twitch playable game that people get like actual goodies in because they're a subscriber. And there's also a subscriber bot that should be running commands. Yeah, and then there's a subscriber bot. Subscribers can make commands for that. At least I thought they could. They should be able to. And also, I do a special subscriber stream once a month. I think I need to rebrand that because because subscriber stream seems to imply that it's only for subscribers. And I want to imply that it's for everybody, but subscribers kind of are the ones in control. And I'll probably be working on art assets for them to use for their projects. I think that's where that's going to head. Yeah, I think that's where it's at. Yeah, yeah. The way to drop tables are cool, Dr. Kegel. I mean, like they're like in certain situations they're great, and sometimes they're not the best solution. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't really want to change too much underneath Delver's hood at this point in time. Firebomb. That looks fine. That's for cave, and then for I think sewer. Yeah, I also need new monsters too for the areas as well. Um, so let me just try to brainstorm some ideas, I guess. Right? Let me just bring open. I don't think what's weird is I don't think this has a scratch, does it? Like PyCharm has a scratch file, but Delver or IntelliJ does not have a scratch file. Right? Yeah, it does right there. The so much. I guess plain text. There we go. So we have the dungeon. We have the cave. We have sewer. We have the ruins. Those are the primary areas of Delver. So for here, we have the arrow bomb. For here, we have the fire bomb and baby spider. And I like the firebomb in the cave because because of the way the spider eggs cluster, like they chain fire together pretty nicely. Here we have the firebomb, and we have no extra enemy. And here we have the force bomb, which is kind of wimpy. Yeah, a scratch file. It's just basically it's a file in memory. I guess it like editors like Vim and Emacs. It was a pretty popular concept there. You could just start editing a file in memory, then save it off later. Yeah, so sometimes it's nice just to have something that just lives in memory and actually, I think, and yeah, here it's IntelliJ is saying it is actually saving to the hard drive somewhere. But yeah, basically, it's just give me a file and I don't care where it lives. So I think this combo is good. Baby slime. That might be an okay monster. What else? What are some other ideas? Sewer. I thought it might be interesting too to have like Infra Arcana has these white worms that whenever you attack them, they split. And so you keep attacking them and then you keep getting more and more of those. I don't know if that would work in Delver or not. But maybe some sort of hierarchical enemy might be cool. A poison water bomb that makes the floor slippery. So we don't have the floor slippery stuff. So I'm trying to use the tech that we already have to do interesting things. Just have some general bomb ideas and some general random monster ideas. And can you folks see that okay? Let me pull this over by my head and let's just make this. Can I embiggen this? How to make this big? Edit, file settings, font size 20, apply. There we go. Cool. There we go. Again, that doesn't, like, we can't do turning water into poison, I don't think. We could do a poison cloud. I think I could create a particle and parent a poison status area to it, and that may work. Yeah, Composer 64. I thought Control Mouse Wheel would do it, but in IntelliJ it doesn't. That kind of threw me for a loop. Usually it does. Hey, Wyleve, thank you for popping by. I haven't seen you in a while. How are things? Poison Cloud. I always thought it'd be cool to have like a, I guess yeah. There's a trap slash landmine. I thought it'd be cool to have like a platform, but that might be hard to use. Like you throw a bomb and it explodes and it leaves like a platform you could like doom jump onto. This might be hard to use slash bad idea. Yeah, Absolver looks really rad, actually. I saw that at PAX, and it looks like a cool fighting game. Bomb causes debris and stuff falling from the ceiling. Ooh, like a earthquake bomb. Random junk falls from ceiling. That could be doable. Thank you, Felix. Yeah, we have screen shake. Screen shake is a thing we can add at random, so that would be doable. Random monster. Rats. Yeah, if you've watched my lunch break roguelike stream, you know I'm all about the rats. Especially rats doing nasty things to corpses. That is totally in my wheelhouse. Again, yeah, I'm trying to keep them like dungeon. Kobolds, darkness. Yeah, now you guys are just copying off of my LBRL stuff. Yeah, I'm sad I pulled the darkness out. That was a cool thing, but it was hard. I don't know if I can make it actually work for multiplayer stuff. It might be cool for a single player roguelike. Maybe when this next 7-day RL comes around in March. I'm teaming up with Thermal Amped in chat there. His name is Victor. He's an artist here in Seattle. We're going to team up, I think, this coming 7-day RL to make something. And maybe darkness would be a cool thing to bring back there. A keg bomb, bigger explosion. I'm not sure what a keg bomb is. We can do a cluster bomb. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean by keg bomb. Like I don't know. Like a bigger explosion isn't necessarily more interesting. Monster bomb. Just shoot monsters everywhere, right? Because bombs can spawn anything in. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. More ideas. So I was thinking about maybe so I was thinking for the cave areas about pulling all the zombies out of the dungeon and putting them into the caves, which might help bridge that gap a little bit, and also maybe having like a spider egg infested zombie. Like if you play Dark Souls, you know what I'm talking about. Cluster bomb could be a bag full of bombs. Yep. Confusion cloud or bomb. Yeah, like so we have the poison cloud bomb. That could be interesting. It might be doable. Yeah, Felix knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. What are some other ideas? So the ruins is all fiery. What are some things in Delver that we haven't got a lot of use out of yet? I mean, when in doubt, let me just fire up the editor and just see what's in that right-click menu. Sometimes it's hard to keep it all in my brain. A fire tornado! Oh my goodness! There's already a lot of fire stuff going on. Hey, Hawaii Beach, long time no see, man. How are you? Entity basic. Ugh. Okay, can't squeeze it all in. So, light, monster, sprite, animated sprite, door, key, model, breakable, sprite decal, pretty decal, particle emitter, dynamic light, animate sound, note, decoration, armor, blah 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 blah. Mover spike, critter, fire. A teleport bomb would be. I don't know. I kind of I'm of multiple minds of the teleporter because it's too like if maybe if you knew where it was going to go, that might be okay. Guns, areas. So we have a collision blocker, or spawn blocker, collision area. We have a skybox. We have a fog area. We have a teleporter. We have a secret area. We have a status effect area. We have particle emitters. We have triggers, meshes. Yeah, I think these are all just movers. Oh, like yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, like some sort of like some sort of like ground breaking / jutting up thingy. I think I know what you're talking about. A foliage spawning bomb. Makes little plants. Boo Boo Fox says, "Is this Java?" Yes. Let me see. This should be. Hawaii says, "So I guess the update is delayed." Yeah, it's not out yet. When it is out, you folks will know. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm trying to finish up the surprise system, and when that's done, that is my last thing I'm going to work on. So once this surprise system is done, I am done. And right now, I'm just in favor of more cutting stuff than trying to add more stuff. Did I change the title? Oh no! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let me update that real quick. There we go. Yeah, no. Again, today's been a little off, again, with my wife being sick and me trying to yeah, I went to swim class and trying to help out a little bit more with the kiddo, and today's usually her day to hang out with him. Cool. Spider infested zombie, sewer. Some water exclusive enemy? Tentacles? Eyeball? Critters? A la Star Wars trash compactor. Yeah, so again, for the ruins, a water bomb that creates solid surfaces on lava. Again, that's like that would take engine changes, and we're trying to minimize the engine changes we need to make. I mean, that could be solved by just the bomb that creates a platform. That could be done with that. I'm trying to think of how to make a water exclusive enemy because they're going to try to step up. I mean, if I made a stationary enemy, that would work because then I could have them only ever spawn in the water, and that would work out okay. And that would probably make the water a little bit more dangerous. I don't know. Trying to minimize the amount of extra art needed though. Again, just trying to get this thing finished. But trying to add these nice last little touches. Again, or maybe I just cut them and just keep them simple. Yeah, let me try this poison cloud thing. I think we can. We could. I mean, again, that goes kind of goes back to the monster bomb. Like a bomb could spawn a monster. That'd be a thing it could do. Flying Fish 45 says, could you put leeches in? Yeah, leeches might not be a bad thing to do. And if they got out of the water, that wouldn't be weird either. Felix, I don't know what cirrhoses are in the water. I don't know what those are. Either it's a Dark Souls thing or a German thing. I'm not sure which. No, leeches are good. Leeches are simple. Do you already have bombs that slow enemies? That might not be a bad idea. Well, we already have the wands already do that, right? Lily pads. Actually, that's actually a decent. Oh, that could just be just a decoration thing. That could be like a breakable that I spawn only in water, maybe. Hmm. 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 Um. Oh yeah, so I see what you're saying, Felix. So yeah, that's the thing is like um you certainly can do it that way. The only problem is you still get the distortion effect that the water gets. So let's select the floor. Let's make it water, and then you get that. You get the. I mean, it might not be so bad. Um, um, yeah, I could just have junk floating in the sewer too. That would be, I think, all right. Yeah. Crabs or lobsters? That implies slightly something different, like a more like maritime or oceanic. Um, I think a landmine would be okay. Wouldn't be hard to do. Yeah, let me try prototyping that. I think I can do that. So let's look at so it's a bomb. Infused bomb. Explosion. There's new explosion. Yeah, so we can just. I think I can set that to null to have no explosion. That would be okay. Yeah, so let's do something like this. Control C. Control V. Let's call it proximity bomb, and then let's say this is null, and then the text just make it let's just make it I guess the vanilla bomb texture right now, which is 22. No explosion damage, no impulse. I think for the force bomb, let's just set this back to 2. -8 doesn't make any sense. Let's take a check at this just to make sure that that's going to work. I think 23 should be the dud text on that, just to make sure. Yeah. Run. Yeah. So what I can do is I can have it spawn a group, and the group would be like basically like a trigger that creates an explosion. I think is what it can do. Yeah, no, I like the idea of the landmine as well, especially if you find it set, like maybe that gives you something that you can like use. Uh, so let's see, surprises, proximity bomb, and this should. Interesting. Okay, so that is not desirable behavior. Let's take a look at fused bomb. Let's look at explosion. Explosion, not null. Let me pull. Yeah, so these actually can these can be pulled out of that this if clause, because I want this to happen no matter what. So solid, false, deactivate it. Yep. All that good jazz. This is just setting properties on the explosion. That's fine. And then it checks spawns. So that should be okay. Let's Control Shift F9. Let's monkey patch this. And then let's check it out. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's more what I expect. Yeah, I as a funny joke, I did that once. Uh, Dr. Kegel, I did something like let me see. So entities. You have to be really careful about this because you can break the game by the way this works. So it can do this, and it spawns it spawns a prefab. Of surprises called proximity bomb, which is a recursive definition. So now should explode and create a new one. Oh, let me reload this. Let me just. Take care, Hawaii. Whoa, Felix, I love that suggestion. That is awesome. Rules. No surprises. Box bomb. Yeah, so this will It will basically, for not quite forever, but it'll keep going until it's not lit, or it will, or it's a dud. But for the proximity bomb, can I do? Should bombs probably should play to triggers? I guess. Yeah, one of my first times testing, I was being cute and I had this bomb spawn 2 copies of itself. But for those of you who know, that's a power of 2 like expansion, and it like basically like crashed the game very quickly. Yeah, I think multiple small explosions for a cluster bomb could be interesting. So if I were to add, say, a trigger, it's somewhere in this list. Triggers, basic, and this is called bomb, and this it triggers ID bomb. What does that do? Boop. I think it should call some method, pardon me, on that. Let's look at trigger, Control Z, Control N, trigger. Let's look at target, triggers ID, level trigger, game entities level trigger, blah. So for entity, get entities by ID, instigator, and no. So just like there should be just an on trigger that gets invoked. Oh yeah, Felix is also pointing out I might need to set this to actor actor touched. Yeah, I think also it needs to emit the on triggered. I think. So let's look at the fused bomb, and let's just add a at override, and this is a public void on trigger. Trigger calls level trigger calls E on trigger, which is defined at the entity level. So this should be okay, because I think everything at the end of the day is on trigger. Yeah, let me just copy this. Yeah, and it does recognize that as an override. So cool. So I guess the question now is this on trigger, should it cause it to explode, or should it just light the bomb? Right. That's I think the question. Is lit. So I mean, so this dot is lit equals true. Let me stop it, and then let's because I need a trigger collider attached. So it should just be as simple as right-clicking, placing a surprise, just a vanilla bomb, and then placing a trigger volume, just a basic one that is trigger type actor touched, and this just needs to have an ID, which I'll call bomb, and then this will be called, or triggers ID bomb, and crap, let me get closer to that, and then yep, there we go, and it lights it. Yeah, that's all we need to do. So should it Should it light it on trigger or should it explode it? I guess is the designy question, right? So, because basically this is how I'm envisioning the proximity bomb will work. Is we have one of these parented to the bomb. So you throw a bomb, and when it explodes, it will swap out for the proximity bomb. Which will maybe have an effect attached to it to let you know that it's sitting there waiting. How about I just maybe I can expose it as a property, maybe. Um, um, mm, so something like enum trigger behavior. I think that's how you define one, and then light or explode. And then and then yeah, I'll just add it, I guess, at the somewhere in here. At editor property, trigger behavior type. I think we typically append type to those. So this is a public trigger behavior type called trigger behavior equals trigger behavior type dot light. Hey, Nikolai. Can you put the placed proxy bomb back into inventory? It depends how I implement the placed proxy bomb. It might not really be a bomb. It might just be a sprite that looks like a bomb. And then here, or in the on trigger, if this, wait, if blah 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 blah, this dot on trigger behavior equals trigger behavior type dot light. This dot is lit equals true. Come on, IntelliJ. Else this dot explode game dot instance dot level. Yeah, so I think, can I monkey patch it? Nope. I must have made some sort of signature change. Yeah, because I think for in some circumstances, if you want to use this as a trap, maybe you want to give the player some heads up. But if this is a proximity bomb and you already are walking into something you should know is a trap, maybe you want to explode. So let's just add in a trigger volume basic. This is going to be called bomb. This is going to trigger ID bomb. It's going to be actor touched. This is going to have trigger behavior should be light, and let's just test that out. Cool. So we enter that volume, it lights it, and it explodes. Did I place the wrong bomb? I thought I just placed a vanilla bomb. Surprises bomb. Name is bomb. There we go. And then here, ooh, items can trigger on pickup too. Interesting. Explode. Yeah, I think both behaviors are useful. Cool. Yeah, so then it'll be easy enough to do something like place a marker torch, place a marker torch, and then you can just dupe a bunch of these, right? Easy, easy. And that should also work when monsters touch it as well, because it's on actor touched. Cool. I think it's a good change to fused bomb, at least. Again, the more uses we can add to this, I think the better. So to prototype this thing, I need to have, yeah, it just need to be that, right? That is the prototype. Basically, it would be. Let me just recreate this, I guess. And also too, like if you're going to create a prefab in the editor, sometimes it's handy to just have it create the entity at the 0, 0 position. So we're gonna add a surprise bomb just to get a very basic thing going, and a entity triggers basic. Let's actually we could I think if I turn on view collision boxes, or is that not right? I think I need to flip on this to make this is solid, and then make this much bigger. So like 0.5, 0.5, 1, oh, 0.5. Okay. That seems about right. Okay. And then let's set this up. So click on the trigger. Let's make it not solid, because I think like if it's solid, the player will collide with it. But if it's not, the trigger will still execute. Let's just add this as ID is bomb. This triggers ID bomb. It is of trigger type actor touched. And then the bomb is trigger behavior is explode. So this should explode when you get close enough. There we go. I probably also want to put like a particle effect on it or something to let you know that bad stuff is going to happen. But yeah, this should be all I need. Yeah, so let me. Can I select both of these and then just do two? No, I don't know. Let's do 2JSON. See what this says. Oh, there's so many properties. So many properties. Yeah. I guess I'll copy that. And then it will spawn that. Where does that go to? Explosion, and that one goes to. Okay. And for this, I need to right click and say to JSON and do this. If I add as attached, will it grok what I'm trying to do? That's the question. We'll see. We'll see. Let's save. And we'll try it. If I add a... So if I go over here and add the prox bomb. Actually, no, I think I need to restart. Let's try that. Dr. Kegel says, how does it handle IDs? Will all bombs explode in a level when a trigger is touched? No. So whenever we create an instance of a trigger and a trigger ID pairing, we always append a unique ID to it. Which is why you can create a room that has a switch that flips open a door, and it won't flip open all the doors in the level. It flips open the one that's unique to that room because it's placed down as a chunk, or the room is placed down, and then they get the unique IDs appended to them. Prox bomb. Place in a light ambient. Okay, so that was a dud and not super useful. But that's how bombs are. Bombs aren't 100% predictable. So I'm trying to figure out what happened there. Did the... let me check the is lit property on the second bomb that we spawn in the attached. Or no, in the... So this is the spawn. It's a bomb. ID. I should be able to just say here is lit. False. See, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's catching the previous explosion, and that's what's happening. Um, I could say something like is wet, and that is true, which means it. Well, that means it won't light, but it still will explode. Is what it should mean that. Let's take a gander and see what we get. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's working like expected. File open levels. That's why I made a bomb range, right? So I don't have to keep making this silly level all over again. Yeah, so entity surprises prox bomb, and let's add some monsters out here. um, spawners, monster spawner. Let's just put a few of these guys out here, blow them up. Yeah, Felix, if you were a subscriber, you could add that command. I'm trying to see if that actually worked like as crap. Hmm. I guess I could force bomb them into it, or not. This should explode when I get. Yeah, close. Yep. So that's interesting. And again, it's just building on the systems we already have in place, which is nice. Except for that didn't go off that time. Yeah, getting a nice chain reaction there too. I'm trying to see the behavior though. Does it shoot it straight in the sky? Oh, yeah, because I need to null out the explosion. Um, yes. Delete. Null. There we go. And let's delete that and re-add it, because I think when we add it to the level, it gets serialized into the level. So let's just go ahead and recreate it as our prox bomb. Play. So this, when we throw it, should not explode. Why did it still explode? It's null. Um, no explosion damage. No explosion. Come on. Let me restart this. Yeah, playing with bombs at least is entertaining. Especially when they do exactly what I tell them to do. So yeah, so let's place our good old buddy against the prox bomb. Surprises. Proximity bomb. Place. Then yeah. So that shouldn't be exploding. Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, it's a bomb within a bomb. I'm getting inceptioned here. So explosion null. There we go. There we go. Yep. Getting my head all messed up. So surprises, prox bomb, place. Yeah, because Ah, okay. Undo, 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 undo. We don't. Yes, that's what we want. This one is explosion. I had this working just a second ago. No. Go. Yep. Yep. Nope. Levels, test, bomb range, load. And entity, surprises, prox bomb. Ah! Nope. Okay, there we go. That worked. I think another bomb dropped. Let's just double check that. What was that? What was that? Oh man. Yeah, no, cluster bomb is definitely on my list of things to consider. I have a scratch file right here, and cluster bomb is on it. But so I want no explosion is null, and I think also is there an impulse property as well? Impulse. Yeah, let's also null this out. 0. Physical is fine. We have 0 damage and make the radius 0 also. This is kind of a hacky use of a bomb, but I mean it's a cool use of a bomb. So because this is just a delivery vehicle for another bomb. Cluster bomb is too powerful. I guess that depends on the implementation, you know? I'd be okay with maybe like a junk bomb that just spawns in a bunch of junk. Kind of like the arrow bomb, but for garbage. I don't know how to make an electricity bomb. I'm not quite sure. Thinking about it though. How would I make an electricity bomb? I mean, I could just have just a hurt area, I think. Can I do a hurt area? I don't know. Surprises, prox bomb, play. Then, yeah. Boop. See, I'm curious why it's hopping like that, because yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, like I try to add a lot of subtlety to the bombs. Like, yeah, they don't always work. Sometimes if you throw them too hard, why are you jumping? Don't jump. Don't jump. Um, yeah, maybe. Why is it doing that? Let's debug it, right? That's what we do when we get behavior we don't expect. Spawn. So we debug. Actually explode. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's fine. So explosion is, yeah, there's no explosion. That's okay. So preserve momentum, that's the thing we want to do. And add in random velocity. Why do we add in random velocity? Why? Oh, I can just null this out. I can null this out. That's why it's doing that. Cause yeah, it's nice to have random because I probably did it myself. So spawn random velocity. Let's do that. Let's look at our entities, and then do it right above the spawn. So spawn's random velocity is a should be a XYZ triple. So X 0, Y 0, Z. Yep, nope. Yeah, no, I think it's the, I think it is this random spawn velocity. I'm fairly darn confident. And then also the spawn spread, I want to tighten this down to be nothing because I want to spawn exactly in place. So again, this is going to be just another 0 vector. What else? So spawn velocity, no velocity. This okay, so spawn velocity also needs to be nulled out as well, it looks like. Spawn spread, spawn random velocity. Let's just do this. Control D. And this can be spawn velocity. Zero that out. The spawn momentum transfer. Gotcha. I use this for the fire because you don't want fire to be too elastic, but you do want to transfer some momentum. Our physics engine, I don't think is that sophisticated, Felix. Let's try doing that. Let's try hitting F9 so it does its thing. And let's try this all again. Replace a new one. Prox bomb, place. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oop, what did it do? Did it jump? Okay, let me before I get too crazy, let's just relaunch the editor. Sometimes the changes don't pick up. Let's open up our bomb range. And we'll continue debugging. It's like we could place it as a prefab because we're not really mucking with it in the editor anymore. Surprises. Prox bomb. A new art4 would be, I guess, good too. Yeah, that was a dud. Yes! I might need to... It looks like you can actually grab it before it explodes. Let me see if I'm that fast. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you can grab a proximity bomb, but you can't really get rid of it? Maybe. I think you can sneak up on it. Woo! Okay, so if I hold down Q, Yeah, same thing. So yeah, so the trigger is attached and you can't get around that. Oh man. Hmm. Explode on grab. Yeah, no, so I think this is working out okay. I mean, it's definitely going to need some like, yeah, except for that just dudded out. But let's go ahead and add a couple enemies in just to blow stuff up. Spawners, where are spawners? Here we go. Monster spawner. Just kind of put them in the back corner so that we have a chance to cook the bomb a little bit and nice, beautiful. Yeah. Again, I think I'd want to attach some sort of particle effect to it so you can know that. Come on, buddy. Come on, smart boy. There we go. Yeah. Oh. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that seems to work out all right. Yeah. Again, it's not more powerful than a normal bomb. It's just a slightly different behavior, which I like. Should they be sticky? Or should they be a different bomb type in general? Like a sticky bomb you can get maybe in the spider area? I don't know. Yeah. Can it be half lit so it can be thrown without exploding? Um, so bombs can be cooked. So this is lit, and it will explode if you don't throw it. Or you can just hold down Q and throw it like any other object. Nice. Nice. Cool. So I think that's working out okay. It's a dud. It's a dud. Sticky bombs would be cool. Just they would take more engine changes. I'm not sure if I'm up to that. I don't know. It might just be as simple as parenting it. Yes, definitely new graphics for the proximity bomb. Um, um, so Dr. Hughes says when grabbing the prime proximity bomb, you can it will. So the inner bomb the inner bomb is technically wet, which means that it will never explode. Like I should be able to hit it with fire and it won't do it. Joshua. Oh, Joshua, I could light all these bombs with my body. I think. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Um. Actually, yeah. So, what happens if I hold this down all the way? Oh, it just spawns it in my face. Take care, Felix. Yeah, it was good chatting with you. Hope all is well. Yeah. Yeah, I want to kind of put a proximity bomb, like hide it in a group of. Oh, it didn't go off, but as a nasty little treat. See, now it just looks like a normal little bomb, and you you set off all the other bombs when you get next to it. Yikes. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think this is working out well enough. Definitely need a new graphic for it. I think I'm at my 2 hour mark. I can also hear my son crying in the background, so I probably should go help out with him. But yeah, no, I've had an awesome day. We have some good ideas as far as brainstorming. Some new bomb types, new critters to put in the surprises. Got a new bomb prototyped and mostly working. It needs some new art, but that's not a big deal. I should be able to crank that out hopefully tomorrow. And I think that's about it. Let me think. So some of the stuff, again, we are pushing towards trying to get Delver out. This is going to be the last big update that we do. Let me also flip over here for dramatic effects. So this will be the last update that we do. This is the last feature I'm working on. So this surprise system. So once I have a unique bomb per area and a unique creature per area, I'm calling my feature done. So hopefully within the next few weeks, I keep saying that every few weeks, but hopefully within the next few weeks I can get that done. I will keep up to date every Sunday, letting you know what we cover and what we accomplish. And we're getting close. I really am happy with where it's ending up. Yeah. So I'm Joshua. You can follow me here on Twitch at Joshua Skelly. You can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Skelly. You can subscribe. It's a thing you can do. Subscribers get the subscriber bot. They get the stake emote. So if you want to slap pixel stakes all over the place, that's a thing you can do. You also get a stream at the end of the month where I'll probably be making art for your projects. So if you want some free art for your game dev projects or just for your hard drive, feel free to subscribe. I consider it like a tip jar. So if you find what I do interesting or entertaining or educational, just throw me a sub. It's not a lot of money, but it does mean a lot as far as motivation stuff goes. Yeah, have a good week. I will see you tomorrow for Roguelike Lunch Break, and next Sunday for more Delver stuff. But before I go, I just want to thank my subscribers by name. So in no particular order, they are Codrake, Glass Casket TV, Dr. Kegel, Smith, A Literal Train, Nixrod, That Bluestone, SG Bozzy, No Field, Neil Slichter, and New Obj. Thank you so much, folks, for your support. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. So have a good week and take care, everybody.